Hey guys, I want to see if I can help you with the portfolio, the assignments, creating a directory structure, and then move on into reviewing some of the things we've done in class for the web photo gallery. So I have a travel drive, thumb drive. My computer, when I put it in, assigned it to M. When you insert a flash drive into a computer USB port, it may assign it K, I, depending upon what drive letters it has available. Mine just happens to be M. So I want to create a root folder for our class, and I did that by right-clicking New Folder and name that 3312 or Mr. Lily's class or something that's identifiably connected to what we're doing in technical writing with computer graphics and technical writing. So inside the root folder, I want to create 3 subfolders. Composite, we're not doing that just yet, so that's empty. Infographic, again, that's down the road. And then a folder called Photo Gallery. So again, right-click, New Folder. Inside the Photo Gallery, we're going to create more subfolders. I need a folder for my raw files, my Photoshop edits, and a build folder that's the target for my Adobe Bridge script when I create the presentation. So inside my raw files are your JPEGs. Mine happen to be TIFF, but yours will likely be JPEG. And inside my Photoshop edits file is all of my PSD files that are photo enhanced. They're post-produced, cropped to 5.7 or 7.5 at 180 DPI, and all the things that we've done in terms of enhancing photos in Photoshop. Right now, in the build folder, I'm going to go ahead and delete this. This is a gallery that I built a while ago. Right now, your build folder would be empty unless you've built something in it already that Bridge has targeted. So, if I go to Bridge, I'm going to start with the Essentials window. The first thing I want to do is after I've edited all my files, and let me just click on one of these to give you an idea what I've done to it. I have cropped this one to 5:7. I have done some levels and some curves adjustments. And then I've added a text layer so that I don't have to worry with some of the templates not picking up metadata. So this gives me the flexibility, at least in the way we're doing it in Adobe Bridge. Okay. The other thing, just in case I want it, under File Info, I've gone into the title field and added a corresponding title that's like the one I put on a text layer. In case I ever want to go back to use that, maybe I'm putting this photo in another Adobe application. Anyway, that's the stuff that I would go and at some point fill out all these fields are the ones that I'm going to want, and then I just need to make sure I file save this in my edits folder, not in the raw folder, not here but here. Since I've already done this, I'm going to overwrite this. Then back to Bridge. The next thing I want to do is to sequence the photos and arrange them in the way I want them to appear in the presentation. And that's just a matter of moving them into the position that you want. We're going across first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. So based on some kind of rationale for your sequencing, whether it's chronological or which is one way of logically organizing something, first bit of the trip to the last end of the trip, or it's telling a story where you have an opening in your narrative, an opening shot, filler, and a closing shot. That's another way of thinking about it. But you simply have to drag these into the position that you want them in order for your presentation to show up in the sequence that you desire. So the next thing I'm going to do is select them all. I'm going to click on the first one, hold down my shift key, and get all 15 of them. And I've got them selected, and they're in the order that I want them to be in. Then I need to go to Output, and I'm going to be dealing with Web Gallery. Remember, this Output Web Gallery module likely will not be in the library. That's something that has to be post-installed. It doesn't just install itself when you install Bridge. If you're interested in where you get those module files, I will help you with that if you've gone ahead and bought Creative Cloud and you have it on your own personal computer. The places where you can find this module output are in Math 226, in COBA 212, and Science 207A. So because I've already worked in this gallery, the fields are already filled in, so I'm going to change my template to let's try left film strip, and my gallery title I need to change from the default something about it. Don't leave web photo gallery created by Adobe Bridge. I'll ding you on that for sure. So terrible typer. It's not important for my target audience to have my contact name. I would be putting this on a blog that I have for this. Now, we want to do some tinkering down here. So the slideshow size is the kind of palette that your images go in. So I'm going to change that to 800. The gallery image size, the size of the photo, I need to go down a bit because it needs to fit within the 800. I could actually try 775. The thumbnail size, I'm going to try 100. I think that may work and still give me the room I need. I'm going to increase the quality size, so less compression on the JPEG to 100. The slide duration I think is a little too quick, and I'm going to try the iris. I haven't looked at that. The gallery name is the folder name, so this could be something like Gallery Lily. Okay, that's the folder name it's going to build it in. Okay, and this would be the folder name if you uploaded it to FTP'd it to a website that it would put it in. So then I need to browse to my thumb drive, and click on build. Make sure you got that going in the right spot, and click save. Take it a minute or so to open those PSD files, create thumbnails, create images as JPEGs at 100 quality, and these sizes, 775 and 100. So it's been created. Now to check it out, I want to go to my build folder. Remember, that's the folder name I gave it. Drill down, you need to find the index.html. Okay. So let's see if my transitions are working. I set it for 10 seconds, so I should be changing it soon. So the transitions are working. I just want to go through and check my captions to make sure I don't have any typos. I'm not sure I'm real fond of this left menu. So I think I'm going to try something else. So I'll go back to my build. I want to delete this. So I just have an empty build folder. Go back to Bridge. Now the problem is, if I want to try something else, let's try slideshow. Notice what happens. All your nice fields go away. So back you have to next. China photos. Gallery captions. About the gallery. Shorten that just a little bit. I don't need any contact, but you still have to delete that stuff. I'm going to try it without the title bar. The slideshow size, I'm going to 800. The gallery image size, I'm going to I'm going to try 785. The thumbnail size, let's try 50. The slide duration, I need 10 seconds. Not sure I really appreciated the fade, so let's try dissolve. I leave gallery underscore Lily. My target is the right target. Don't need to do that. It's the right spot. Then I just need to do save. Adobe Bridge is working. It's completed. Go down into your folder to check it. Remember, on Photo Gallery, Build. Whoa, this template doesn't give me... Oh, you know what I did? Bummer. Let me go back to my folder. Let me get rid of this. Let me go back up here. I know what I did. I need to show the title bar. Pretty sure. I think that's the only change I need to make. Click Save. Let it run again. Gallery is created. Go back to build. Drill down. You know what? I don't like this. I don't like this template at all. Slideshow. Well, duh. It says slideshow. So, let's try HTML gallery. Gallery title: Nick's China Photos. Gallery caption: Street scenes, China, 1985 to 1987. Caption about. I would probably lengthen that a bit. I'm going to get rid of that default stuff there. I'm going to change my background to black. There we go. Why didn't it change it? I didn't click OK. Don't want to show the file names. I want the preview size to be 800. Want the quality to be there. I want 3 columns and 5 rows for my thumbnails. I think I've got everything else. Click Save. Before I do that, I want to go and clean that out. So I want to delete that stuff. Sometimes it's better to do that. It can get confused. Now save it. Gallery is created. Need to go drill down into. Notice this template creates a different file structure. That's fine. You're still gonna have an index. I want to allow the blocked content, and that looks okay. A little bit of a vertical scroll. I could change that by changing the preview size to 775, which is what I would do to prevent the vertical scroll. So just me going in and deleting the contents of the build folder and regenerating it. Or that looks pretty good. I like the black background with my black and white photos. Looks like I have no typo problems. Checking it out. It looks good. I'm ready to submit. So I go back to my gallery folder, the build, right? So to submit it to me, you need to zip up this folder, your build folder. And I want to send this to a compressed zip folder. Take a second. I want to change this to gallery, last name, first name. Okay. I'm going to change those instructions because I have several of you that have the same last name. and that's what I'm going to submit. You can open that and check and see what you've got going on there, but do not change anything in that folder whatsoever. And you can't actually click on this and have it run correctly, because there's some scripts and stuff that can't function inside a zip folder. Now to submit, go to Assignments, Portfolio Assignments. We're getting there. Web photo gallery. Make sure you read your instructions correctly. I am going to change this to gallery underscore last name underscore first name. Click on the link to get to that tool. Attach your zip folder. It'll come up and show it there. And then before you click submit, give me some description of the rhetorical context, audience purpose, issues, what you want me to notice about, anything that's going to help me to evaluate this based on what it is you're trying to accomplish. So give me a rhetorical context, clarifications, obviously audience, purpose, maybe how you're going to use it, how it's going to be published, and where. That kind of information. The more you can give me there, the better. Then click submit and wait. Excuse me. You can see the spinning wheel up there. Something happened to mine. Let me try it again. Full description of the rhetorical context. Who, what, why, when, where, all that information. Submit. Oh, I don't have it on student preview. I'm sorry. To get this to work right, I've got to turn this on to student preview. My mistake. This is what you would be seeing. Portfolio assignments, web photo gallery. I'm old and forgetful. Go down to the assignment submission, browse to your computer, go to your thumb drive or your external media, attach your zip file, then give me a full, complete, rhetorical description. The more the better here. Audience, purpose, where you're going to publish it. Obviously this is going to be published on the web, but if you were thinking imaginatively, what website would you attach it to? If you're working for a real estate company, their web page. If you're selling a house, if you're doing this for a sorority or fraternity, do they have a web page, and do you have the ability to get it up so people could see it? That sort of thing is what I'm wanting here. Any issues you've had, anything you want to point out, any extra things you did in Photoshop that you want me to know about, all that stuff is going to help me when I evaluate. Then click submit. Now you'll get the uploading assignment spinning wheel. You'll get the green hallelujah, my assignment is the assignment submission is complete. There's where your description would show. I would see your description. There's the file name. Once you get all this here, you do not need to resubmit it. The more submissions you get me, the more difficulty it is for me to have to funnel through to figure out which one is the one you want me to grade. Just submit it once, okay? So that's it. And we've gone over this stuff in class. I did this as a review in case I'm not around, and for you to talk to me in office hours or after class next week. So I hope this gives you some help with things. Now let me see if I can figure out how to stop the recording.